I'm going to give you a little scenario. If you borrowed $500 from Johnny 5 years ago, and his brother Fred comes knocking on your door and says, "Hey, you owe me the money you borrowed from Johnny 5 years ago," what would your response be? Would you reach into your pocket and pay Fred $500 just because he's Johnny's brother? I think not. The proper response says, "I didn't borrow the money from you, Fred. I don't owe you anything." But Fred doesn't like that answer. He rushes to the courthouse and files a lawsuit against you for the $500. What would your response be? Would you ignore it? I think not. You would file an answer to Fred's claim stating you do not owe him. That would be the right thing to do. How can someone else collect money from you of which you never borrowed from them to begin with? You get the point? So, let's just say you think Fred is a nut and you ignore the fact that he filed a lawsuit against you. You ignore him and you do not respond to the complaint in the specified amount of time. 3 months down the line, just before Christmas, $500 is taken from your bank account. You're panicking, you're crying, you're freaked out, you're on the phone with everyone trying to figure out what happened to your money. You still need to buy Christmas presents. Lo and behold, what you find out was that there was a court order signed by the judge allowing Fred to seize money from your bank account, garnish your wages, and put a lien on your home until the debt is satisfied. What's that you say? But you didn't owe him. Let's identify the problem. You didn't show up. The judge granted Fred the default judgment for $500 because you didn't challenge it. It was a fraudulent claim, but Fred won. The point here is not that you did not owe a debt of $500. It is who you really owe the debt to. As decent people, we have a tendency to feel bad about our unresolved affairs. But let's be honest, that doesn't give them a right to take advantage of us. But that is exactly what happens when we don't show up. I certainly hope that this changed your perception on being sued by the debt collector. The illustration was simplified on so many levels, but I believe I demonstrated why you have to do your due diligence and challenge the suit. There are so many elements that were not addressed here, including the statute of limitations. In the state of California, they have 4 years to file a lawsuit against you. This was a 5-year-old debt. It would have been dismissed had you shown up.